Hi guys, here we are yet again with another set of books for the art show, which is on Saturday. So I have one more day to create, so I'm not sure if I'll make anything, if I'll get a video done on it, but I thought I should get this one done. I've made some hardcover books and one more copy of Story with the super old sari trim on it. So I just wanted to put that down on video. I don't need to go through it or anything because it's very, very similar to the other one. Very similar, except it has a little cameo instead. But that's this guy. So very similar to the other one. I've made this giant big one, and this one is called Notes, kind of like a field notes guide perhaps. And I've made this collage of old, really thick, like grunge paper, and this paper right here came from a photo album from back in the 40s or 50s, super old, and I left where I tore it out, I just left that on there and put some other little doodads on the edges and little pins and clips and stuff. And then on the spine we've got a little specimen jar with some moss and a tag. And then this one has bunches and bunches and bunches of clips up on top. I think this one is almost 9 by 6, I believe. There's eyelets that hold in this burlap twine. And then on the inside it's going to be similar to my other books as far as different kinds of papers and ephemera, of course, and ledger papers, and some fold outs, and some pretty old biological type specimen type, like this one was for feathers. And so just some neat pockets and envelopes, and it's got tons and tons and tons and tons of pages. Probably, I don't know, 150, 180, a lot of pages, and they're big pages, so lots of room to write in this one. I've found that making the bigger ones or making the smaller ones don't take too much less time than making the big ones, because since the process is the same, especially if I'm creating my own cover, it takes the same amount of time for everything to dry, and so I figured, well, might as well make a big one. And then of course we got the policy envelope in the middle and some old book pages and some music note pages from a 1940 kids, like they're learning their chords and scales and whatnot, and some journaling cards. It just goes on and on and on. My goodness. So this one will be going to the show with me, in case, unless we get rained out, of course, in which case it will be going on Etsy. So that's this Notes one. And I've also got some that are just a little smaller. This one's like a 4 by 6, and it's covered in super old dictionary pages. And so it's got the sewn in pages, and you can see how I've aged it all up, and it's covered in an artist medium. And then here on the spine we've got some different fibers, and we've got some tags here, and then of course the book plate here on the front. And this one is tied with some seam binders ribbon. And on the inside we have, this one's a lot like the Notes one, just smaller. And so similar things with all the clips and whatnots that go up on top. And I swear this one took me almost as much time as the big one. So it's like, but it's just the little ones are so darn cute. I don't feel like I can ask as much for the small ones as I can for the big ones, because the big ones take more supplies, but the time is similar. So you know how that goes. So I hope you like this one. Like I said, it's similar to the big guy. And so there's this one. And then I've got this one, a little bit skinnier one. And this one's called Dream. And it's got some tags and keys and little clips and whatnot. This one I made to look to be kind of like a little water damaged. So the cover isn't exactly straight. I mean, none of the covers are going to be exactly straight because they're homemade, but I wanted this one to look like it had been around for a while. So I kind of made it kind of a little warped, like me. Anyway, so again, this one is a lot like the other two here, and similar on the inside, my same process, I guess. So there's this one, and that one's called Dream. And then we have this one, and this one is Tom Thumb. This one is Dinky Dinky. And like I said, this one took me so long, and it's ATC size. So what is that? 3.5 by 2 3/4, or 3.5 by 2.5? I forget the size of the ATC size, but you know what I'm talking about, those little ATC cards. Because I was able to use some Tim Holtz ATC cards on the inside, and on the back cover too, as little as the inside and outside cover. I mean the inside, back, and front covers. And this one again is a lot like the bigger books, and it's got all the tea stained papers and all the little tags and all kinds of fun stuff in there to tuck in your goodies and maps and good stuff. So, but this one's dinky. This one's really super dinky. Kind of cute, right? And the spine is like 1.5 inches, so it looks kind of chubby. So there we go. So there are the next 5 that will be going to the art show or up on Etsy, whatever happens. And that's that, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for stopping by my channel. And have a great day, guys. I'll catch you later.